Shalom, shalom in Israel. First of all, I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, and I do so by Hashem and Mashak Yahushua. Second of all, I'd like to give double honor and glory to the elders who taught us truth and paved the way for us to come to ground the truth. And today, I already made a video about the daughters, and it's time to make a video about sons. But as always, go follow. Well, this brother, spiritual shooter, he does a lot of these. And always be edified, and also read the scriptures yourself. But start with the first verse is Proverbs 5:1-2. My son, attendance, and a son, cause like again with the daughter thing, some of it you could refer to it. You could refer to basically your daughter or your son, or just basically if you're a father figure type to anybody. As well as this, you can also use it with a female or a male. You're a father figure or mother figure to a female or a male, depending on what is being said. But Proverbs 5:1, my son, attend to my wisdom and bow thine ear to my instruction. Verse 2, that thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. Cons, you will want your child or somebody that you're over to be listen to you, because more than likely you've experienced what the person's going through, or experienced similar, or heard somebody experience this, heard somebody experience the same thing or similar. So you want your child or somebody that you're over to listen to you, to get wisdom. Sirach 30, verse 3 and 6 in the GNT. Anyone who gives good guidance to his son can not only take pride in him among his friends, but he can make his enemies jealous. Because if your child is doing good, that's what, me being a child, or I guess a young man now, me, that's just something I noticed with my parents. And people just your parents just like to gloat and brag about you. If you're doing good, they just like to brag about you to their other friends and stuff. But even if your parents have enemies, but your child's doing good, the enemies be the enemies can be how is that nasty person, how do they have such a good kid or something like that, or how are the kids so respectful and everything. Verse 6, hast thou left someone to take he has left someone to take vengeance of his name, and return the favors he owes his friends. What's it called with David? David and Solomon are a good example. In 1 Kings 2, I believe. All the things that all the things that David told Solomon to do to avenge him, Solomon did. So Sirach 30 and 6 would be a good example with David and Solomon. Sirach 30, 11 and 13 in the GNT. Don't give him freedom while he's young, and don't overlook what he does wrong. When your child is young, we're gonna make mistakes. That's why any father figures, also mother figures in their life, and when they mess up, don't oh that's my son, or that's my daughter, they're gonna be okay. No, you gotta correct them. And don't be the parent that be oh, you can stay up till you could stay out till 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't be that type of parent. Verse 13. So discipline your son and give him work to do, or else he will be an embarrassment to you. Let your child always be meditating the word of the Lord, as you should too. But also make sure they do little things around the house to like know how to keep the house and like certain things. Like don't let their mind just be like with the new generation, like we're always on the phones and stuff, which that's just how the world is. But like don't let their minds be always glued to the phones and not know how to like properly act. And like don't like like you just don't interact with your kids and out of nowhere like they just start embarrassing you because like you didn't give them proper discipline. Ecclesiastes 7:26. And if I'm more bitter than death, the woman whose heart is as snares and nets, and her hands as bent, whoso pleases God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. So like if your son is doing wicked, then what's it called? Then he's probably gonna find a wicked rib, and like that's a whole nother conversation. So you should also tell your son to be mindful of wicked people and like know how to be around righteous and godly men. Tobit 4:12 in the CEB. Child, keep yourselves away from all inappropriate sex. First, take a wife from the descendants of your ancestors, and don't take a foreign woman who isn't from your ancestral tribe. Now, this is not a commandment, except for like the nations in Deuteronomy 7. But like this is me speaking as a man. I don't want to see no interracial couples. Like if you an Israelite, take an Israelite. You ever be Northern Kingdom or Southern Kingdom, and I guess you could also follow the ancestral tribe. Like if you Judah, then take a Judite. If you Ephraim, then take an Ephraimite. But I don't really harp on that part. For we are the children of the prophets. Noah was first a prophet, then Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, our ancestors from earlier times. Remember, my child, that they all took wives from their relatives. They were blessed through their children, and their descendants will inherit the land. So like basically like even though you should always be in the scriptures, like let your child know that, or like somebody that you're a father figure to, let them know that we come from a royal lineage and that we should stay within that royal lineage and not pollute our seed. So before in 13 the CEB. And now my child, love your relatives and do not be too proud in your heart to take a daughter from the descendants of your people as your wife in pride. There is much ruin and instability and laziness, results in lust and great poverty, for laziness is the mother of hunger. Cause like if you're lazy, you just you end up being hungry. But like really in the first part, like stop trying to try, like even though it's not a sin except for those Canaanite women, stop trying to try it. And also like if you're a woman, those Canaanite men, like stop trying to try these other nations out. Like just stick within the 12 tribes. Like you're gonna be good. Tobit 4:15 through 16. What you yourselves hate, do that to no one. Don't get drunk with wine, and don't let drunkards accompany you on your way. So like basically how we should deal with other people. Teaching your child how to deal with other people. Give some of your food to the one who is hungry, and some of your clothing to those who are naked. Give away all your surplus, which I believe surplus is just like extra of like your substances, to the poor, and don't let your eye be resentful when you give your things away. Don't be like, oh, I could have saved this for something else. Like freely give. Basically, be hospitable. Show hospitality. And last but not least, Tobit 14:18 to 19. I suggest brethren read all of Tobit, but especially Tobit 4. It's lucky if I said Tobit 14. It's Tobit 4. Tobit 4, 18 through 19. Get advice from everyone who is wise, and don't despise what they say, since all advice is useful. Cons, like, you should tell your child, like, I mean, of course, don't talk to strangers, but one situation needs to be, like, no matter who it is, try to get, like, the child to seek advice from, like, trusted people, I should say. So, like, they could grow in wisdom and stuff. Verse 19, at every opportunity, praise God and ask Him to make all your ways straight and all your activities prosper. No nation has good counsel, but the Lord Himself gives good counsel. The Lord will bring down whomsoever He wishes, even as far as hell below, which hell just means the grave. For this reason, my son, remember these instructions and don't let them be erased from your heart. Con. So, like, basically, also let your child know the importance of serving the Lord and praying to the Lord. But this is basically how to deal with children. But anyways, I hope somebody got edified, and I pray for me. I pray for y'all. And if you're in Memphis right now and somehow having to watch this video, watch out for that brother that's going around and just doing reckless stuff. But anyways, I hope somebody got edified, and I pray y'all pray for me. I pray for y'all, and I pray y'all pray for each other. But I like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, and I do so by Shema Mashiach Yahushua. Shalom.